Aw, there she is. I heard about that strange mascot and his antics at the park. How are you holding up, Jalu baby?
Tyler was trying to investigate what was happening with the park. And instead, I got involved in all this bear cult crap and totally messed it up. He's got his grip on everything even tighter now.
So you regroup and you try again. Kiddo, no despot holds power forever. Hubris always blows up in their faces. You'll both get back in there. It's just a matter of time. You'll see.
Or, hear me out, we have the Midas touch, except everything we touch turns to garbage instead of gold.
Now listen, if you're still feeling bad tonight, I'm headed over to the tool belt with your mom after I close up shop. You should join us.
I am not familiar with that establishment.
Please don't let it be a strip club. It sounds like a strip club. Oh God, what if it's a strip club?
It's a blue-collar lesbian bar in the next town over. I'm meeting some other mechanics there. There's always a great group of gals, truckers, construction workers. And they'd all get a kick out of you.
On one hand, Mom. On the other hand, mummies.
On second thought, your mom needs a break from you. Invitation rescinded. Make your own fun tonight, kiddo.
So, everyone, don't freak out, but I have someone to introduce. The person who actually gave me the idea for this little scheme.
Aroni? I should have known. Wait! I thought this was all my idea!
Oh, sweetie, yes. That's obviously what they wanted you to think.
But why?
I didn't want all of you causing drama at my wedding.
Okay, no. I refuse to pretend that secretly masterminding your sister's exes into messy confrontations with her is the low drama option.
I needed to keep her occupied. I wasn't ready to talk it out with her.
So you used us as distractions?
Fine, I also wanted to torture her a bit. Maybe a lot.
To know Jala is to want to torture her.
Please don't make that sound like such a sex thing.
Sorry.
Fun as it has been to watch this drama play out, it's time to face what I've been avoiding.
Your mom called you, huh?
Threatened me, more like. What about you, Tyler? Isn't it time you two actually talked?
No, no way. Absolutely not.
I am asking you as your friend. I mean, I like you more than my sister right now. Do it for me.
Oh, your entire bloodline is cursed.
I'm taking that as a yes.
One of us!
One of us!
One of us?
Oh, shut up before I change my mind.
Are you sure you want to do this? Tyler's not going to be easy to deal with.
It's never gonna get any easier.
This is Tyler. She's the first friend Jala made after our parents moved us to America. Her best friend. For a while, her only friend. Maybe that's the reason Tyler's always been a little possessive.
Excuse me?
Territorial? Oh, or how about proprietary? They fell in love when they were 14. They've been the on-again, off-again, grand queer romance of Timber Hill since then. The real mystery is why Tyler put up with the parade of hopeless losers, manipulators, and creeps Jala dated during their breakups. Low self-esteem, maybe?
Is that what you think of me? And hello to you too, by the way.
No! You forgave me because you were self-assured. You loved me, you understood me, better than I did myself sometimes.
But you really didn't understand me at all, did you? You want to dig up the past, Jala? Fine. I guess some things just won't stay buried.
Is this front you're putting up supposed to intimidate us? Oh, please.
Wait, your bitchy, self-critical inner voice looks and sounds like Aruni?
Guess you can see me as well as hear me in your inner world. Great.
My appalling psychological coping mechanisms are not the point.
I don't know. They seem a little relevant. Is there any point hating you when you're doing such a good job of doing it yourself?
Give it a rest, Tyler. If you really hated Jala, why would you even be here? I had more respect for you when you kept your distance from us. But to come crawling back like this? Oh, it's really pathetic. More than that, it's obvious.
Be very careful what you say next, Jala.
Aruni, stop! Right now!
She's you idiot. She's just saying what you're thinking. The words that come out of her mouth, you're just too scared to say them yourself.
You've always understood us so well, haven't you? But I know you too, Tyler. You want to know the real answer to the mystery of why you always forgive us? Why you'll forgive us even now? Even though you shouldn't.
You unbearably arrogant asshole. Go on then. Say it.
You're still in love with Jala. You never stopped. You never will. You don't know how.
I kept trying to change myself for you. Now I realize you didn't know what you wanted. You were just afraid of how right I was for you.
Sergio! And Bruno?
What the hell is going on?
Hell is just right. Welcome to hell, Jala. My hell. The hell you put me through.
Do you think she's planning to bury us alive in this graveyard of your past mistakes?
Maybe she'll be merciful and kill us first.
Oh, Jala. Don't be so silly. I want you alive. There's no use in tormenting the dead. And you have tormented me, Jala. Everywhere I look in this town, I see the after images of us. You're tangled in my past. You linger in my future. No matter what I do, I can't escape you. You haunt me, Jala. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
Bro! You're back! I was so bummed you left town.
Yeah, bro. This lame town just couldn't handle my awesomeness. I had to split because of my secret trauma, you know?
That's deep, man. Women love secret trauma.
I know. That's why I made some up, obviously.
Wow! You're like a genius, bro!
You barely know Bruno, but we went to school with Sergio since the 3rd grade. Were you really not paying any attention?
I can't be expected to pay attention to the grunts they make in between guzzling protein shakes.
I followed you around like a little puppy dog. But you never really loved me, did you? I guess I made it too easy for you, huh?
Pathetic, isn't he? But was I any different to you?
How can you even compare the two of you? Sergio was barely even a real boyfriend.
Ouch! That really hurts.
And I was real to you. Until I wasn't. It just took longer. You have this way of dismissing people when you're done with them. I should have realized all the way back then. If you could do it to him, you could do it to me too.
Looks like Tyler's determined to resurrect the ghosts of the past. They're the shields she's using to avoid her real feelings. Put them down so we can get to the truth.
I can't believe you followed me into Tyler's inner world. Stalking much?
You and Tyler are the ones that brought me here.
All it took was one smile and a mouthful of sweet promises for you to leave this town in the rear view. You didn't even really want me. You wanted to escape. Your parents, Timber Hills.
And me. How was it so easy to let go of everything we had?
I needed you too much. I had to prove I could live without you.
Watching you hang off my arm certainly convinced her of that.
Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to know that I share an ex with this guy? Ugh.
These ghosts take the form of your exes, but they're not really them. They're what they represent to Tyler. Each one of them is a question that needs to be laid to rest between you. Why don't you stop hiding behind Sergio and Bruno and just ask Tyler?
Fine. Were we only together because I chased you? Did you ever actually choose me, or was I just always there?
You had to know I tried to make you jealous on purpose. I was so scared you'd stop chasing me if you actually caught me. Wasn't part of the appeal that I was always a little out of reach?
What? Is that what you really thought? Is that honestly why you made me constantly doubt myself, question my self-worth, my sanity?
Maybe?
My God, you're both completely ridiculous.
Hello again, Super Freak. I really love what you've done with the place.
Don't call me that.
I had so many nicknames for you back in school, remember? A creature of the night, Death Becomes Her. Oh, and my favorite, Ferris Buttless.
Ouch.
It's like you conjured her straight out of my worst fears. The kind of girl who was every kind of girl I wasn't. She hurt you, didn't she?
Isn't that what people in love do? Hurt each other?
Bullshit! Don't deflect!
I still think about how you felt, Chala. The things you let me do to you, the promises you whispered, all those first times.
She bullied me, Jala. She made my life hell. And you had a relationship with her behind my back. Of all the people in the world, how could you betray me with her?
I really just planned to confront her about bullying you. Get her to knock it off. But then, I don't know, emotions ran high. Before I knew it, we were kissing.
Yeah, it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing that went on for months behind Tyler's back.
Okay, seriously, shut up.
No. I can't believe I'm saying this, but let Dia speak. Did you tell Dia that I told you to break up with her? I made you break up with her.
Oh my God, is that really why you broke up?
So you didn't tell her it was me. Why not?
I didn't want her to think you were, needy and possessive.
No, how sweet. True love is covering up for each other's toxic traits.
Do you regret that?
No. Yes. I always wondered whether you really wanted to... Me giving you that ultimatum. It poisoned all the choices you made after. Be careful what you wish for, huh?
Why don't you ask what you really want to ask, Tyler? The question that's like a shard of glass in your heart.
Why don't you love me as much as I love you?
Why are you acting like you're the one that failed when I'm the one who made the mistakes?
If you loved me more, you wouldn't have left. You couldn't have. You cut yourself free of me, Jala. But after all this time, I'm still trapped.
Tyler, I'm sorry. None of this is your fault.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Why do you always look at me like I'm about to bully you?
Spare Shahrukh. He's innocent. I'm the one at fault. I will bear my guilt for eternity.
Come on, Irfan isn't that weepy and self-righteous.
Close enough.
The entire school found out that you cheated on Tyler with me. It wasn't just a betrayal. It was a humiliation. You're an expert at taking people's dignity, aren't you, Jala?
I still found a way to swallow my pride and take you back. I made so many excuses for you. But that was the first time I regretted loving you. Not the last.
I really thought we were done, that I'd lost you.
Forgiving you then made you think you could walk all over me.
No, Tyler, that's not what I meant.
It's true, though. You counted on her forgiveness after that. You expected it.
Every single time. Couldn't believe you took me back.
Were you disappointed?
No, I was grateful and guilty.
I know our relationship was collateral damage and your little self-implosion 3 years ago. But seriously, what was so wrong with your life that you had to blow it up?
I just cracked, okay? It wasn't any one thing.
You didn't even break up with me face to face. You called me from a payphone to tell me you'd fallen in love with someone else.
It's not the betrayal she couldn't take. It's the disrespect.
I mean, Jesus, Jala. You called collect.
This has gone on long enough. Tyler doesn't need you anymore, Jala. She's got me looking out for her. Face it, Jala. You're jealous that Tyler has me in her life now. How does it feel to be replaced?
Oh, please. You're just a friend. I was so much more than that.
Can you at least have the decency to be jealous?
Ugh, here we go. I can already tell what you're going to ask.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Whatever, you're so predictable.
Tell me the truth. Did you come back here for me, Jala?
You're the one person I can't leave behind.
Are you saying that because you think that's what I want to hear? Because it's not, actually.
Isn't that what you wanted? To be the most important person in my life?
I kind of reevaluated my entire approach after you destroyed all my future plans, Jala. I mean, really? We were a complete disaster together, weren't we? It'd almost be funny if I didn't still want to cry every time I look at you. promised myself I was done. But here I am, with you, again. I can't keep doing this to myself. You could never make up your mind about me, about your family, about your whole goddamn life. What do you even want from me, Jala? What right do you have to ask anything of me? You made me feel like I wasn't good enough for you. That wasn't an accident. It was deliberate. I gave you my heart, Jala, and you ate it whole.
Aren't you both tired of all these half-truths and evasions? As usual, it's up to me to do the dirty work. You want to know who she really is, Tyler? How she really feels about you? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Maybe that'll help set both of you free.
Irony! If Jala wants to tell me, she can tell me herself.
Yeah, Jala. Why don't you tell her yourself? Or I will.
I wish I'd met you later. I would have known how to be more careful with your heart.
Oh, please, stop trying to make excuses. This is just who you are. Selfish, impulsive, cruel. You don't deserve her love. That's why you always doubted it. That's why you ran. Because it was only a matter of time before she realized what you've always known. You're a fraud.
Hey, stop it! Don't talk to her like that.
I'm her. Don't you get it? I'm inside her head. You think you know her? You're wrong.
Arnie, please, stop it.
You want to know the real secret? What we know that you don't, what we've always known. You never loved her. Not the real her. No one could.
You and me, we're a graveyard. Everything that was living is now dead. All that's left are ghosts. I kept trying to change myself for you. But now I realize you didn't know what you wanted. You were just afraid of how right I was for you. What we are, it's more than romance. I mean, screw romance. That's the least of what I feel for you.
No, please, stop. I'll start getting ideas.
I can't forgive you for breaking my heart. I don't think I can ever trust you with it again. But I wasn't just your ex. We were best friends. You're my family. That part of me will always love you.
I'll always love you, Tyler. I'd say you're my soulmate if I believed in that kind of thing. No more ghosts, okay?
Before you say anything, let me just say this. Let's start small, okay? No blood oaths, no grand gestures, no promises of forever. Just two people who care being a small part of each other's lives.
I guess the only thing we've never done with each other is take things slowly.
We're trying this new thing called having boundaries.
Good luck, you're already flirting.
That reminds me. That Aruni in your head, you know she's nothing like your sister, right?
I'm not completely disconnected from reality, you know.
If you were, would you know?
What is your point?
I don't think she's good for you, Jala.
Jala needs me. You don't even want her back. Why do you care?
Damn it, boundaries, Tyler. I said it, and now I'm done. I trust you to take care of yourself. So, take care of yourself, okay?
Can I help you?
Special delivery. You ordered some mixtapes from Andale?
Oh, finally. This is gonna make my shift go by so much faster.
We got off on the wrong foot. I'm making amends with Dia, and I was hoping we could start over too. Maybe we can even have a skate sesh together sometime.
Tone down the desperation. You reek of it.
Soundy's army doesn't take bribes, but thanks for the tunes.
It's you. What do you want?
I have a special delivery mixtape from Andale for you.
How could I know you haven't encrypted it with secret brainwashing messages? Like how if you listen to My Heart Will Go On backwards and fast forward at the same time, the opening lyrics actually say, Sears owns your soul.
Dang, you got me. Here's your tape anyway, kid.
Yeah, whatever, thanks, Mom. I said that on purpose and was kidding. I have to go in the back now for, not embarrassed reasons.
What an amazing day. I want to stay in this moment forever.
Are you done for the day?
Jala, why don't we watch some TV?
Sure thing, Dad.
Well, I'm going out with Chandra. We should talk in the morning, Jala.
Well, that's not too cryptic.
Night, Jala.
So, a little birdie told me today was a big day for you.
It's me. I'm the birdie.
Auntie, you're here?
Uh-huh. Rukmini overdid it with the cocktails tonight. I brought her home safely. While I was here, I thought I'd help my little brother cope as well.
Or you never cook and you came to raid my fridge.
Leftovers and coffee would go so good with all the tequila inside me.
I can't believe Amma got drunk. I can't even imagine it.
It's a balance. 2 or 3 drinks is liberated, but the 4th tips her into morose.
Aruni inherited that, bless her. Ah, my girls.
Dad, have you been drinking too?
Ha ha! Busted!
Speaking of nerves and complex relationships, Tyler and Aruni. Well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, Jala Banana.
I don't really know where to begin. It's a lot.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
I feel like I handed in a piece of homework that was long overdue. This constant nagging anxiety that's just gone. I think I used up all the feelings I had and then some. I'm in a feeling deficit right now.
And now, Patty will be here in the morning.
Dun dun dun!
Did that sound laden with dread? I meant it to sound happy. You know, yay, my mother-in-law, who I love and respect, is visiting.
If that's your best attempt, I'd stay up tonight and practice in the mirror, or we're all doomed.
That's the spirit. Come on, Jala. What's one more emotionally devastating confrontation? How bad can it possibly be? Eh?
Cheers to that!
You're both terrible, and I appreciate you so much right now.
Jala, I'm sorry. I know I went too far yesterday. I took over. I made you say things you didn't want to say. I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's my fault. I've let this go on too long. I need to let you go.
Oh, just like that, huh? After everything I've done for you. You think if you cut me out, you'll be whole? You can push me down so deep that you can't hear my voice, but I'll still be there, waiting. In the dark. I'm part of you. How can you just abandon me?
Deep down, you want this too.
Jala, don't do this! I'm scared.
You're the part of me I couldn't love. You're fickle, you're mean, you're vain and self-righteous. You're so angry. I felt like I needed to change myself to be loved. Cut those parts out, suppress them, avoid them.
But the more you did, the more I came out in ways you didn't expect.
I'm not hiding from my shadow anymore. I see you. I know you. I accept you. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a part of me. You'll always be a part of me.
Stop blubbering and just do it, Jala. All this sentimentality is giving me a headache.
I couldn't have hallucinated a better sister. Goodbye, Irony.
Goodbye, Jala.
I'm glad you two have made up.
We were ordered to.
Now that's exactly the sort of comment your grandmother will pounce on. I'm asking you to be on your best behavior. I am begging you. Can you both please do this for me?
Bhakti's our grandmother. Can't we just be ourselves?
For once, I agree with Jala. The world must be ending.
This is not the time for this discussion, girls.
Why not?
Because she's here.
My 3 favorite girls, all gathered in this cozy little kitchen. Have you missed me, darlings?
It's so good to see you, Amma. You must be hungry after your long flight.
I could eat.
How about I make parathas for lunch, Amma?
You've been telling me how much Jala's improved her cooking recently. How about you show us what you've learned from your mother, Jala?
But, Amma...
Don't tell me you don't even trust her to make parathas, Rukmini. What do you say, Jala?
Oh no, Bhakti. Mom's the expert. You wouldn't want to eat substandard parathas your first day, would you?
So that's how well your mother taught you, is it? How disappointing.
Of course she can make parathas, Ma.
I'm so glad I came home for this. It's not uncomfortable at all.
Stop making silly jokes, Aruni. Bhakti might misunderstand your strange sense of humor.
Oh no, I understand it perfectly.
Do not embarrass me, Jala.
What are you mumbling over there?
I was just asking if Jala washed her hands.
A grown woman like her, you need to ask. Surely you know to always wash your hands before you cook, Jala.
Of course I do. I'm an American, not a heathen.
See, Rukmini, you have to stop babying your children. How will they develop any independence?
Yes, Ma. Adequate. Whisk the flour and salt together.
You should sift first, or it'll be lumpy.
We usually just whisk straight away.
That's a lazy approach. Why settle when you can achieve perfection? It's a mindset. Well, how could Rukmini teach you values she doesn't apply herself?
Just sieve the flour, Jala.
So, Aruni, you're following in your mother's footsteps and marrying a foreigner.
His name is Ahmed.
Did I say something wrong? It's just a fact. He's not Indian.
Well, technically, neither am I. My dad's Sri Lankan and my passport's American.
Not Indian. And you, Jala? You're also an American?
What does it matter if Aruni doesn't consider herself entirely Indian?
What does it matter? It's time to whisk the ingredients, Jala. What are you standing around for? I warned you, Rukmini. If you take these girls to America, they'll be rootless. Thousands of years of history and culture reduced to Bollywood movies and pretty outfits.
I don't even like Bollywood movies.
They barely even speak Tamil. My God, the poetry you've stolen from them.
She tried to teach us, didn't she, Aruni?
I'm staying out of it.
She did, though. We just didn't want to learn back then.
You're telling me my daughter, a teacher by profession, failed to engage you in learning your mother tongue? And it's not her fault?
Told you to stay out of it.
Girls, please. We used to stay up so many nights, drinking endless cups of tea and quoting poetry to each other. Didn't you want to have that with your own daughters? Don't tell me you don't grieve the loss of it.
Time to incorporate the oil into the flour, Jala.
Huh. You haven't changed at all. Fine. Avoid the question.
The technique's important here, so be careful. Looks good, Jala. Now roll out the dough.
Looks good. This shoddy job. Do it again, Jala, and pay attention this time.
This is how I always do it, and it turns out fine.
Fine. Is that really enough for you in life? To be just fine? Average? Unremarkable? Well, I love you enough to expect more from you. Do it again. Properly this time.
Now we wait for the dough to rest.
No. You just stand there. I'll teach Jala the proper way to make paratas.
There's nothing wrong with Mom's teaching.
Then why has it come out so badly? Don't make a sulky face. You have to learn to accept constructive criticism. Right, Rukmini?
Yes, of course, Amma.
See? Your mother agrees with me. Throw that dough away. We're starting again. Go wash your hands again. Come back with a fresh mind.
That'll take more than a hand wash.
Thanks, Aruni. What a helpful remark.
It's just sisters bickering. What are you fussing about?
Adequate.
What's this I hear about you taking a sabbatical year before college, Jala? How you can take a sabbatical before you even begin, I don't know. Have you started applying for the new semester?
It's not a sabbatical year, Pati. I'm not going to college.
You really shouldn't delay your education. Wait, sorry. Did I hear that correctly? You're not going to college? What is going on here, Rukmini?
It's an ongoing discussion.
You've been lying to me. Clearly, everything is not fine in your house. Your mother is an educator and you're not going to college? This is just a slap in the face.
Time to sift the flour.
Your daughter is throwing away her future and you want to talk about flour? This is really parenting, Minnie. Well, what can I say to that? Sift! Sift, Jala! Do you even know what I had to sacrifice to get an education myself? To get my daughter educated? She could have done her post-graduation, done a PhD, used that brilliant mind of hers. Instead, she threw it all away to marry that man and become a teacher here in this backwater American town.
That man is my dad. And what's wrong with being a teacher?
Nothing, if that's the highest you can reach. You don't even know how smart your mother is. What a waste of her all this is.
I made my decision a long time ago, Amma. And believe it or not, I'm happy.
Do you have any other choice but to pretend to be happy? Add more salt, Jala. You're being too tentative.
No, forget about lunch. Forget the parathas. None of this is about the goddamn parathas. Pati, you just want to find fault with everything Mom does, and you're taking it out on Jala.
Is this how you've taught your children to speak to their elders?
Aruni, be quiet.
Aruni's right. Pati, you're not being fair.
Oh, so now I'm to be judged by a child.
No, Ma. I told you to be quiet. Both of you.
We're standing up for you, Ma.
What have you been telling these girls? That they think I'm so terrifying? You need protection from me, is that it?
I don't know what's gotten into them. They're not usually like this.
You're the one who's completely different whenever Pati's around.
Oh, I understand now. You're all just one big, happy family. I'm the outsider. Is that it?
How could you be an outsider here? Aruni's just stressed about the wedding. Don't take it to heart.
This isn't Aruni's fault.
Don't get in the way of Mom throwing me under the bus, Jala.
Clearly, I'm the villain ruining this cozy domestic scene.
Amma, no, please don't.
You want to make me the villain? Fine, I'll be your villain. I was born to play that role.